love sweet God Manga. Love turns into time, don't you grab it. This video is brought to you by T-Blocks. Enjoy the content now, but stay for the shilling later. Welcome to Lobster Magnets Review, and I'm with Lobster Magnet and Friends. I'm here with my buddy Goro.
Hey, what's up?
We are here to discuss One Piece, Chapter 886. So, what do you think of this week's One Piece? Zevil is not here again due to thingies. Maybe we'll get him next week. Who knows? The world is a mystical, wonderful place.
Yeah, I enjoyed this chapter. It was a fun chapter.
I was not a big fan. I thought that, I want this to move along. Like, I'm getting a little worried that, Oda says that, we're not going to get to Wano for, a year and a half, 2 years. I think that's ridiculous. I think this arc needs to be over, and I want it to be over. I also don't give a shit about Pound.
Or Chiffon?
Yeah, I think the coolest moment of this was, Beige, shooting Oven in the face.
Okay, that was pretty cool, but what about that moment where, everything seemed to be dandy, Oven was stopping them at first, and why are you moving the cake to a ship, and he was gonna stop putting there, and then all of a sudden he punches Chiffon in the face, when she's oh, thanks, brother Oven, and he's oh, we hate traitors even if they're our family. It's you don't like that part that much?
It was okay. You like the where he punches. I guess that where he I guess it shows the sort of cruelty of the Big Mom family, or the fact that they're loyal. I mean, that was okay. It was interesting. I wonder what Zavel's thoughts would have been, because it's violence equal between men and women, because she is technically a traitor. But it's not a conflict I'm really invested in. I don't really care about it. The Chiffon getting beat up by her weird sibling with his stupid leaf head, and I don't care about Pound fighting, and I don't care about Sanji getting badass moments of beating up Oven, covertly.
I mean, it feels like a minor side villain, sort of getting a little bit of a highlight, and then side character getting a little bit of a highlight as well, that you wouldn't normally get, I think.
Yeah, but do you really need it? Is that really going to define One Piece as these minor side guys getting their line? It's I care about Luffy fighting Dogtooth. I care about Big Mom getting fed her cake, and I care about getting this resolved. I don't want to see screen precious page time wasted on the Pound and Chiffon.
I mean, sometimes it's little side moments like this that kind of help shape the world of One Piece a little bit more.
You could justify that in the beginning of an arc, not at the end.
Not at the end, you think?
Not at the end.
Wasn't there? I feel like there's something similar that happened in One Piece before, like this,
like what? Please tell me what it is.
I'm trying to remember. God, I just. I don't know. Maybe it's when Frankie was fighting one of the CP9, something that kind of felt like something similar.
No, it's not. That's a classic Straw Hat fighting a sub commander of a group. This is third, fourth degree characters that we don't care about, and we don't care about. No, that's not comparable.
But Frankie wasn't necessarily a part of the Straw Hat crew at that point.
He was unofficially a part of the Straw Hat crew.
Yeah,
and it was heavily implied that he was going to be. He's a shipwright. He's, we can build a ship for them. he was shown to be a good guy. Like it was like an 80% chance of him joining the crew.
Oh,
At that point, he was an unofficial Straw Hat.
I don't know. It's like it feels like, well, technically Sanji's also involved in this. Like he's a member of the Straw Hat crew. He's like trying to help out the situation, like in the shadows, so to speak, like through his enormous amount of speed.
I guess
He's able to make it.
It was like a badass Sanji moment, but it wasn't like Sanji moment I was like dying to see or whatnot. As far as I'm concerned. Like
What about that? What about that seal pulling the giant cake? Don't you like the seal?
No, I don't give a shit about the seal. Like this is the end of the arc. I want this arc over
on
with.
The ball?
I'm done. I'm done. I want to get out of Totland and big.
Have you ever seen a seal on a ball pull a cake?
Like how's that any specialer than the stupid armadillo color cover that Oda did?
I thought that little detail was awesome. The seal on a ball, like pulling something like a pushcart horse.
I don't think it was that great of a detail. I don't think it made the chapter just that one little detail.
Fuck! I want a seal in a top hat to pull my carts from now on.
Well, okay, Greg, you can go get that. I don't know. It's just. This to me was not like a great. The interesting thing though was like Luffy's sort of flashback revelation that he needs to confront what's his name.
Oh yeah, he needs to fight Dogtooth again.
That was interesting. But it also made me afraid. I don't like the idea of Luffy having a little mini training arc to because so he can finally beat Dogtooth. I feel like this is he should run away and then save Dogtooth for later and think of him as a goal as opposed to something he needs to overcome now so we can have a round 2.
Wait, you're saying that he needs to resolve this fight later?
Well, I don't like the implication of this that they're gonna have a round 2 and I just want Luffy and the Straw Hats to get the hell out of Big Mom's territory. I don't want another. You
want this chapter to end you want this story arc to end sooner.
Yeah, I'd appreciate. Mom eats the cake. Mom eats the cake. They thank you, Luffy and the Straw Hats. Despite all the things you've saved our kingdom. And then Luffy says, Dogtooth, I would like to fight you again. And then Dogtooth says, for what you've done, as long as you keep my secret safe, you can fight me anytime.
But right now, where how the story is going, where the story threads, are intertwining and stuff, that it's not gonna wrap up too soon. I think it's gonna take
no,
a few chapters.
It doesn't feel like it. It feels like we got maybe 15, 20 chapters at the earliest of wrapping this up.
Yeah, because if there's going to be a round 2 of Dogtooth,
sad and frustrated.
Yeah. So, I mean, given that, I think we gotta think about what's the because obviously you can't end this story arc right off the bat in the next chapter. Yeah. So
I'll cut that out in the video. But anyway, so go on. So you were saying?
You can't end the story arc in the next chapter. That wouldn't feel right to you, right?
No.
But how would you want it to be wrapped up? If
I was behind this, if I could put my mind in Oda's body and use his godlike manga skills to draw it, exactly like I said, I'd get that cake to Big Mom. I'd have her eat it. I'd have her go into a food coma because it's
how many chapters?
Delicious. 5 chapters. I'd end it in 5 chapters. 6 chapters at most.
So what needs to wrap up in this arc right now? How do we finish this off? How do they get to the cake? How do they bring the cake in 5 chapters?
Okay, so Next chapter, they give the cake, and they give the cake to Big Mom.
Oh, in the next chapter?
Yeah, that's what in my ideal dream scenario. Big Mom eats the cake. Next chapter is how's she going to react? She conks out, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, thank you so much! Who could have made such an amazing cake?" And then Sanji reveals himself. I made that cake. And then they said, "We are in your debt." So then they get Straw Hats, Fire Tank Pirates, the Fish Pirates. They all get to leave. They all meet up for like they have the post arc celebration dinner meeting that we have to have at the end of every arc, and then they discuss their future plans, and then we go to the Reverie. And then Capone can mention something about the Reverie happening, and then cut to the Reverie, and then we spend a few chapters there.
So, does the Reverie count as wrapping up the Big Mom arc?
No, it counts as a transit. It's the end of the Big Mom arc would be like the food celebration, which we get in every One Piece.
You think there should be where would they have this food celebration?
I don't know, on like a makeup BS island, or maybe on the fire tank pirates ship. And the Germa 66 can go there too. And then the Germa 66 and the fire tank pirates, and they all
would that be right?
They all have a big dinner, and then Sanji gets his gets to give his comeuppance to the Germa kingdom by like having his brothers feed the girl they beat up a million chapters ago.
Like the German 66 finally get this sense of honor?
No, they get like a sort of comeuppance. Like they're indebted to Sanji, and Sanji kind of humiliates them by forcing them, like his brothers, to like serve the people who they think are beneath them.
For like how long? Like
for just a chapter or two.
Well, like, okay, so you want them to deliver the cake like in one chapter.
I want that cake to be in Big Mom's mouth in one chapter.
Okay, so how do they deal with Oven right now? Like,
forget about Oven. Oven runs at them, and then Luffy punches him because he got more powerful, or Luffy Haki makes him fall asleep, or Sanji kicks him in the face.
Okay, and then the cake is on the way, and they have to put the frosting on and all the whipped cream on it while they're, doing the boat ride to Big Mom, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's basically going to be a whole chapter of trying to get.
That's like 5 panels.
Yeah, 5 panels. So then.
What is your argument? You saying that we need like so many more chapters for like the process of this cake getting to Big Mom's mouth?
I guess I'm wondering like how they're gonna coordinate getting the cake to sea.
I don't think that's
and finishing it.
I don't think that's that hard.
While getting Oven off their tail.
It's a stupid detail. If anyone in the comments wants to see an incredible manga about Big Mom and how they get the cake and how all the specifics of getting that cake at sea, let us know in the comments below. Who do you think should win this debate, Lobster or Goro? I think I should win because I think Goro's idea is stupid.
I didn't even share my ideas yet.
What is your idea? You're like, oh my god, how are they going to get the cake? The cake is so complicated and incredible. I just want to know how this cake is going to happen.
Okay. Well, damn. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I just think, like, one, Luffy talking about having a rematch with Dogtooth makes things more complicated, right? The Straw Hats still being separated is another complication. Like they have to reunite somehow. They're going to reunite in sea, I bet, or something, right? But like, what I'm saying is basically, there's a story shouldn't end too quickly, and it's gotta feel natural to like the pacing it is right now, like in the last few chapters.
I think you're completely wrong.
Okay. Maybe I should just leave it at that.
So what do you think the ideal time for the stand is? Is like 10 chapters from now?
I don't know. Just like I'm having fun reading One Piece. Like, what can I say? I love the whimsical nature of One Piece sometimes. Even, when it's not like following its main story arc threads, like sometimes, these little side moments are just, they're fun to me. Even if it's like,
Even now, even when it's the middle of the death of this like big life or death confrontation.
yeah, right now, like I'm not getting as much art fatigue as I was earlier because, it felt like that would have been a super climactic way to end it. But like they're dragging it out in a way that, feels less it feels okay to me. It feels fine at the moment. Cause I'm having fun. Like the Dogtooth fights with Luffy, that was freaking awesome. That's awesome. I would love to see more Dogtooth versus Luffy.
I want this to be over. Like this should have been over like 20 chapters ago.
I know, but Dogtooth versus Luffy. We gotta have more of that. Dogtooth versus Luffy. Dogtooth versus Luffy. I'm just gonna keep repeating that.
More Moichi Man. Luffy comes up with something to defeat Dogtooth, even though he's completely outclassed, and his haki evolves into the next level. That's what you want, right?
Yeah, it's like Dogtooth versus Luffy. That's basically it. I've run out of arguments for this.
Right, so
I'm gonna give this an 8.
This was a 6 for me.
A 6?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is not what I want to see out of a break. A bunch of minor characters doing minor BS.
I'm still having a blast. Motherfucking One Piece.
Well, let us know in the comments below. Are you enjoying this now much more leisurely pacing, despite the do or death intensity we had before, just a few chapters earlier? Or do you agree with Goro and think that you like this sort of leisurely thing with all the little side characters of the Big Mom Pirates?
It's not that leisurely. It's like the pace has slowed down, but it's not it's not too leisurely. There's like still some stakes. There's still some character development, like with Chiffon and her father and all that stuff, and like there's some satisfying moments in that. And Oven Mitt guy, he feels like a threat that. It feels like a legitimate threat.
No, he's not. He's a disposable guy.
But he can uncover the whole plot to Big Mom's cake thing, and that could be disastrous. Like, what if he decides to destroy the cake?
I guess, but I think it's his best interest to keep it going. Alright, so there are a lot of colorful One Piece and stuff covering. You know what's colorful? T-Blocks. So, yeah, go use Lobster Code for T-Blocks. There'll be a commercial after here with lots of information about how that works.
Do you like Lowe's but hate shopping? Then T-Blocks is the subscription service for you. But I know what you're thinking. But Lobster,
any other final thoughts
different than
before I
Loot Crate or
get
the
on the
other
outro?
subscription services? Well, T-Blocks sends you
Luffy
t-shirts, which is clothing,
versus Dogtooth.
which is actually useful, unlike the useless swag junk that Loot Crate keeps peddling on gullible schmucks. And this isn't just knockoff brand crap.
Is that what you want?
T-Blocks hooks you up with licensed shirts and all the stuff you love, because you need clothes. How else are you going to keep your puny human man flesh protected from the elements? T-shirts are useful for any occasion.
It's gonna be awesome.
Friends, give them to enemies, knit them together.
It's one of my favorite fights.
And you know the best part? It'll only cost you $6.99. That's right. You can get 12 shirts sent to you for once a month for only $6.99. And you know what? If ultra cheap licensed goods are too basic for you, then there's also the Community T-Block set, which features original designs from the best up-and-coming artists, so you can keep that hipster street cred. But I'm here to save you even more money. Use the code LOBSTERTBX at checkout, and you'll save 10% on any order. Be a t-shirt wearing God amongst mortals. Use the power of the most expensive seafood to get you the cheapest t-shirts now.
So thank you for hanging out with us. Remember, this is